Do you see yourself as a brand but don't really know how to get started and how to put yourself out there? I'm going to give you a quick intro into creating a brand for yourself just the way that I did it.
Sorry if it's hard to catch my vibe. I need a lover to trust. Tell me you're on my side. Are you down?
What's up, guys? TJ here with another video. If you like these types of videos, please like, share, and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Also hit that bell icon so you get notifications whenever I release new videos. So today's video is going to be about creating a brand for yourself. So one of the things that I've done, and I think I've done a pretty decent job of it, is actually creating a brand for myself, the TJ Lovelady brand. You know, I try to brand every little thing that I have. I try to brand everything that I do, everything I put out, and I really think about what people can remember. So when I was thinking of my YouTube channel, when I was thinking of all the things that I do, my company, I didn't really know what name to choose. So over the years, it's been a lot of different things. It's been Empowered by TJ, Lovelady Developments. I just had a bunch of different names, and then finally I said, you know what, I'm just going to brand myself. So the name, which is TJ Lovelady, is actually my brand. So whenever you search for TJ Lovelady, all of my stuff will pop up, all of my social media, my YouTube channel, my website, just everything that I have, everything that I'm associated with is going to be associated with the TJ Lovelady brand. So I'm going to give you a quick overview of how you can create a brand yourself, how you can get through some of the roadblocks in branding yourself, and how you can really embrace yourself or your company as a brand and get past some of those roadblocks. All right, so the first thing I want to talk about is the branding ideas. So when you think about your brand, you really have to think about what the brand is. Is it a personal brand? Is it a company that you're trying to build? What is the company or what is the brand that you're trying to build? So what I did was I looked at a lot of different companies and a lot of different individuals that had branded themselves, and I kind of, emulated, did what they did. I looked at all of their stuff that they have. I looked at the ideas for logo creation. I looked at their websites and see exactly how they branded themselves. Now, one of the people that I follow is Shameless Maya, and she's done an excellent self of branding herself. She always talked about how she wanted to build herself and to be this brand. She actually built a company based off the notion of you have to do you, be you, and stay true. And at the end of her videos, she always has that tagline, do you, be you, stay true, boo. And everything that she put out had her name. She said she was going to promote herself shamelessly, which came up with the name Shameless Maya. And everything that she puts out is Shameless Maya. She has a whole team of Shameless Maya people, and I think that she embodies what it actually means to be a personal brand or be a brand. So my advice to you is to study people within your niche, or they don't even have to really be in your niche. Just study people that have established a brand and just kind of emulate what they do. Of course, put your own spin on it, but really think about what they did because it obviously worked. All right, so the next thing I want to talk about is logo creation. So over the years, I've had a bunch of logos. You can pay hundreds of dollars to get a logo created. If you know how to make a logo, you can make one yourself. I recommend going on Fiverr.com. It's super easy to get a logo created. I put a link to it in the comment section below and the description section below for Fiverr.com. But what Fiverr does is you can go and pay a certain amount of money, normally $5, sometimes more, for a logo or a logo idea or different services in general. You can put a package together as to what you actually want, and the person will actually create it. And so that's what I do with all my logos. I'm not very good with Photoshop and different things like that, so I just let the professionals do it. I get better at it, I do try, but I'm not really all that great at doing that, so I let the professionals do it. All my logos have been made on Fiverr, and I put them right here, but you really need to get a logo that expresses your brand. I would suggest put whatever your brand name is. So mine is TJ. My brand is TJ Lovelady. So my logo, I have, of course, TJ Lovelady, and then I also have Go ahead, be great. So that's my tagline that I am going to try to rebrand myself in 2018, 2019 with. So everything that I put out is going to have that logo and that slogan on it, because it's all about consistency and being consistent. The next thing I want to talk about is social media. So your social media sites should all be congruent. So this is one thing that I struggle with, because over the years when I've created these social media sites and I built a following, I didn't necessarily think about my brand and what I wanted it to be. So I didn't have a congruent brand name across all of my social media sites. So what I had to do is go back and rebrand all of those sites, which is hard to do because a lot of people will be following, you know, whatever your tagline is, whatever your Twitter name is, whatever your Instagram name is, and if they see something different, now it's a different. They don't know who this person is. You know, who is this brand? What is this person's name that's popping up? That goes by rebrand. So make sure if you have social media sites and you want to rebrand them in your new name, whatever your new brand is, make sure you communicate that to your followers and let them know, hey, this is me. I'm just going to rebrand my pages so that they're all the same. So you can follow me on all my social media sites at TJ Lovelady. The only one that's different is Instagram, and you can still just search TJ Lovelady and it'll pop up at the top. All right, the next thing I want to talk about is self-promotion. This is really hard for a lot of people because people do not like promoting themselves. And the one thing that I can say to you about promoting yourselves is that you have to do it. You know, it's a necessity. You have to promote yourself. And if your friends and family have a problem with you promoting yourself, you really need to question whether or not they have your best interest at heart. You know what I mean? So when I go on my website, my social media sites, I promote myself all the time, and you know, I really don't care what they think, because I'm promoting myself, and you have to do so shamelessly, like Shameless Maya say. So I shamelessly promote myself. I promote myself every single day on every social media site, and I just really, you know, if you don't have your interest at heart, you know, who else is going to take your back, and who else is going to have your back and promote yourself? So that's one of the things that I really look at as a branding tool, is to promote yourself. Now, when we're talking about promotion, you want to make sure that you are on as many social media sites as possible. What this does is this creates an online presence. So when we look at the online atmosphere, you know, the website or the internet in general, you know, this big huge space in the clouds, you know, you have to have a corner of that space that is your brand, because if you're not searchable on Google or on YouTube or on any other social media platform, or any platform in general, nobody's gonna be able to find you. And if nobody can find you, it's gonna be so hard for you to get yourself out there. So I always establish some sort of web presence. That was one of my big things when I started. I was not on any social media sites. I didn't like social media. I didn't like putting myself out there. I didn't like posting my pictures. I didn't like posting my videos. And nobody knew who Lovelady Developments was. I mean, this is in 2006, 2007 when I really started creating a business. I had this, you know, this whole big thing. I had created a website from scratch on Adobe Dreamweaver, which is really hard. And I made this website, and it was loveladydevelopments.net. And you know, I just knew that I was creating a business, but then I didn't put myself out there. I didn't create a Twitter. I didn't create Instagram. I don't even know if Instagram was open back then, but I didn't have anything. I didn't have a Facebook. I didn't have nothing for my business, and so nobody even knew who this was, you know. So when I really thought about that and I started studying people that brand themselves, you know, you look at the Kardashians and how they brand themselves, you really have to have a congruency across all of your social media platforms, and you have to have a web presence. So that's really all today for branding. I have a lot more tips and tricks for branding. I will release more videos. If you like these types of videos, please like, share, subscribe. Put a comment in the comment section below if you want me to elaborate on anything, or if you have an idea, or if you have a question about branding, please put them in the comment section below. I implore you to do that. Thanks guys for watching.